we were
get no
gonna get
credit.
past this.
Okay? Drop it.
We were stepping on each other in conversation, Jeezy and I. He did say some things. I said some things that he could have probably considered dismissive.
I can't believe I remembered that.
I'm on top of the world.
Today we're talking about finding our purpose here. I know my mom has found her purpose.
My favorite!
She has 2 grown daughters here. We're still kind of on our journey trying to figure it out.
I found my purpose. So at 14, the Bgirl. But then at 16, I got more into MCing. And then that's when I knew that, okay, I'm definitely gonna pursue this for real. And then Roxanne Shanté came out and was battling all these dudes because she was ferocious. And that put the battery in my back for real. I was like, yo, I'm gonna be just like Roxanne Shanté. I'm about this life.
That's what you're doing, and that's what you're sticking to.
Bold with a capital B, take a seat and watch me step to the TOP. And I'ma do this like you never knew this, so don't even try to put your mouth into it.
Wow, I can't believe I remembered that. Wow, how old were you?
15.
That was crazy.
15, I wrote that at 15. Wow, I can't believe I just remembered that. That was like a spasm real quick.
Wow.
But yeah, so you ask about knowing your purpose. That's when I would say I knew my purpose at that stage in life.
You've been in tune more than me because you were a singer.
Yeah, exactly. Like when I was younger, I was
You like
always
to sing.
singing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, you twiddling your thumbs because you know it's coming. Because I was always singing since I was a little girl, and I think I felt like that was my purpose at one point. And I really wanted to be a singer. People would say that, like, oh, what do you do? I know you do something. Your mom is so amazing. Do you rap? Do you sing? She'd be like, oh no, she plays basketball. And I would just look at her like, ma'am.
And you didn't always think that sports was gonna be my niche, because remember modeling? I thought that modeling was gonna be my purpose. I thought that I was gonna be a professional model like Tyra Banks. Like I was gonna be doing that. But I found out that, okay, I like to model, but that's not my passion. I like being in sports better than that. And then now also, I've also gravitated into a little bit of the music industry.
So you feel like she kind of molded?
Here we go.
But people think that, and I didn't know. Really, I found out by surprise that I have a little bit of something in me.
So what was that? Like, were you just like afraid of us being?
Is this directed towards me?
Yes,
now?
it's directed toward, like,
I
were
don't
you afraid
feel
of
like
us?
I talked anybody out of anything. Is that what you're trying to say?
You didn't talk anybody out of anything, but you had an idea of where you wanted us to go in life.
No,
Yeah.
no. On the contrary.
The only moment that you ever like kind of embraced the idea of me being involved in music, it was me having to do something without you. Because I always felt like, well, she's not gonna help me. Like, I gotta make something shake by myself.
Yeah. We both have to do everything
My
without
first
you.
time going to Atlanta, I was 16 years old. I got on a plane by myself. I went and visited my godfather. He was a very big producer in Atlanta at the time, working with T.I.
I love him.
Yes,
Uncle
K.O.
K.O.
Uncle K.O.
K.O. And he had this apartment in like Midtown. I went and I stayed with him for a couple of days, and he was like, oh, you gonna get in this booth before you leave. Mind you, the booth was just a closet in one of his spare rooms, but it was a fly apartment. He's like, you gonna get in here before you leave. So what happened was, I got in there. He said, you're gonna write this hook, you're gonna go in that closet, you're gonna sing it, and then we're gonna edit it, and I'm gonna give it to somebody. I didn't know who at this time. So I wrote the hook, I did it, I performed it, went home. 2 years later, my phone is blowing up.
I love that
Oh
song.
my gosh, is that you on Young Jeezy's mixtape? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I go, I find out I am on Trap or Die too.
I still play it to
What?
this day. To this day, I will tell my friends, yeah, my sister was singing on Young Jeezy's song. You ain't know? Okay, let me play it for you.
Young Jeezy's
Look it up real
song.
quick.
I text my uncle so fast, like,
What was
what's
the song
going
called?
on? He's like, I didn't want to tell
The
you.
greatest.
I wanted to surprise you.
Yeah, that's what the song was called. Come on. Because your thing can bring me down. Just so hard that I can't touch the ground.
All right, we didn't ask for that.
I'm the greatest.
Come on.
They were here.
They see I made it.
I'm on top of the world.
Yes. And there were moments where like I was walking around in Queens, like on Springfield Boulevard, and you know, people, a new mixtape come out, everybody got their windows down, they blasting it. And I heard somebody blast that song, and that was like, in that moment, I felt that, and I was like, this is my passion. Like, I love music. I love being able to create. I love being able to be a part of it. I've gone on YouTube and I've like read the comments like, who is the girl singing that song?
Everybody asks.
Who's the girl? And it's her fault. It's her fault. I ain't getting no credit.
Get past this.
Okay?
I thought we were gonna get
drop the mic. Her fault. I ain't getting no credit. You could tell that story if you want to.
I don't want to.
Yeah, no, that's your story to tell.
It's not my story.
Accountability.
Okay.
Accountability.
I was working on 100.3 to be in Philadelphia. Jeezy came in for an interview, and it was myself and the crew that I was working with, Pooch, Man, and Layna. It was the same year that Nas put out an album called Hip Hop Is Dead. A lot of people had an issue with the title of the album. And so I was trying to offer some context. I wasn't rude. It's on YouTube. The clip is still there, right?
Young Jeezy in the building. Here we go. I'm just saying, you got a whole nother respect for hip hop. You grew up on a whole different type of hip hop.
That's no. See, the reason why.
You grew up listening
let me explain to you why I can say I respect you enough to explain to you why I made my comment. All right.
You know that's Monie Love though, right? I was okay. All right, just make it show. All right.
The reason why I say hip hop is dead. Okay. And nothing more than that. Is because the original concept of hip hop is all different forms. You understand what I'm saying? It's not just talking about one area of hip hop in as far as struggles, street hustling, and coming up, which is a respected factor. You understand?
But hip hop is a way of life.
Wait a minute now.
Absolutely, and I've been living it for 36 years, brother. Trust me, I know.
And so I'm right behind.
You know what I'm saying?
But I will say that regardless of the fact that I didn't consider myself to be rude, we were stepping on each other in conversation, Jeezy and I. He did say some things that at the time I considered dismissive. I said some things that he could have probably considered dismissive. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically where it went, and he got upset and left the studio in the middle of the interview, walked out. But what people don't know is during that same time that he came up for the interview that day, my contract was already 6 months overdue from when I'm supposed to have renegotiated with the radio station. And regarding the paperwork, it stalled because there were still some things that myself and my lawyer would not agree to, and the radio station would not budge on it. So it's ironic that the same day that Jeezy came up, we got into a heated discussion, he walked out, was the same day that when I got off air and I went into the higher-ups office and they were like, are you gonna sign this or not? And I was like, I'm not. And by that afternoon, I worked mornings. By that afternoon, every single commercial with my voice on it, promo with my voice on it, anything with my voice on it, my face on the website, gone. Everything gone. So immediately everybody assumed, oh, yo, Jeezy got Monie fired, blah, 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 blah. Jeezy doesn't work for the company. He has nothing to do with the fact that Monie and the station parted ways. I apologize for you being a casualty of war. I had, that definitely wasn't my intent. I think I took the not wanting you guys to be in that celebrity life to the extreme.
Yeah.
Was it because that industry is
harder
to get into?
Because I feel like
harder to be successful in?
It's a fight. It was a fight.
Because people ask me all the time why I haven't became a professional model. Your mom is Monie Love. Why aren't you a model?
I didn't want you guys to fight like I fought. I didn't want you to fight. And that's really what it boils down to. And I apologize now for the record if there's something of your heart's desire that was industry related that you wanted to do that I didn't necessarily get behind and push it.
I mean, I'm just getting on the caliber of figuring it out. But at 15, at your age, I had no idea. I really didn't know what I wanted to do or what my purpose was or what God was sending me, I mean, I'm still going through life. Because, you know what, too? People thought that I was gonna be like Mom. Like, people that knew of Mom and knew of me as a celebrity kid, they're like, why don't you make music? Why don't you rap?
They would ask me the same thing.
Yeah.
Spit a little bit.
Listen, come on, give me something real quick.
Okay. Coldest in the city.
Hey.
Nigga, get your biddy.
Hey.
These op-ass
hey.
They ain't rocking with me.
Hey.
Real solid.
Hey.
I can't stand on that.
Hey.
Pull up in the Rari.
Hey.
Pull up in the sky.
Body yada yada.
You did not body yada yada just now. All right.
I'm definitely happy with where you guys are as women now. I vow to be supportive in all ways now.
Your Honor. Okay? I vow to make sure that I do my part and not slack as far as the support process.
I love you for that. High five.
For both of you.
High five.
Okay? High five.
Yeah.
High five.
You're doing much better now.